Books.com presents the delicious rhyming story, Halloween Candy Crunch. Dedicated to the reader, that you share some of your Halloween treats this year with your favorite creepy gang. Late in October, one Halloween night, sweet little Lorraine danced in the light. She filled up her bag with a hop and a skip. She got so much candy it started to rip. She zoomed back home, then looked at her sweets. "Oh no," Lorraine cried, "where are all of my treats?" She spotted some candy on the living room floor. The trail led outside to a mound by the door. "Yes, I found them." She started to gather her treats from the ground. Then she heard a small thump, then a rustling sound. It began in a bush, then zipped to a tree, then dashed inside a big pile of leaves. Lorraine gulped loudly, then yelled, "Who's there?" Out popped a monster with long purple hair.
Boo! My name is Queen Boo, and I rule all the beasts. I'm wondering about this sweet yearly feast. Although we monsters love Halloween night, we've never had candy, not one single bite. So if you have pieces you think you could spare, would you please think it over and possibly share?
Lorraine thought for a moment, then said with delight, "I've got lots of candy I could share tonight." The queen giggled loudly, then wiggled her feet. Lorraine tossed her a candy and she gobbled the treat. The queen smiled nicely, then said with a plea,
"Can you share more candy with more ghouls like me?"
Lorraine said yes, and Queen Boo shook her broom. Out of the dark, new monsters loomed. She shared more candy and the beasts shouted hooray. Each one ate them up in their own special way. The ghosts crunched, the witches dipped, the scarecrow munched while doing a flip. The mummies chugged, the blobs slurped, the vampires sucked them, then let out a burp.
Pardon me.
The bats nibbled, the she-wolf licked, the skeletons gnawed them while doing tricks. The spiders sipped, the cats blew, the ogre chomped with a monstrous chew. The ghouls finished their candy and let out a sigh. Then they slunk slowly back into the night. Queen Boo walked up to sweet little Lorraine. Then she shook her hand and proudly proclaimed,
"On behalf of the monsters, thanks so much for sharing. It's so nice to meet a girl who's so caring. We wish you good night and lots of Halloween cheer. Thanks again for the goodies. We'll see you next year."